promoting if you buy a 30 rack and you have some tools, you can assemble your own Bush Light guitar using the cans and the cardboard.
We
the 30 rack.
Have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Using just the cans?
The cans and the cardboard from the box, yeah. And you need to provide your own strings. And
can you make it? Is it actually play, or does it just look kind of like a guitar?
It's a fully assembled guitar. I mean, there's strings on it.
We have to make a Bush Light guitar.
You know,
I'll see if I can print out the actual assembly.
Is it on the case of beer? The instructions of
pages of what you got.
So you don't necessarily have to have Bush Light to do it.
I was just going to say that we could probably do it without buying Bush Light, but I feel like that'd be pretty sacrilegious.
well, yeah, I mean,
It would be a pretty henhouse thing to do.
You
Yeah.
brung.
Yeah.
But there's nothing that says you can't build a second guitar.
Yeah.
And in fact, usually
Those are
that's
pretty
something
cool
that you
things.
do.
That you're right.
And I may come in someday and there will be like 6 or 7
Bunch of beer
guitars
can
being
guitars.
assembled. Yeah, I'll come in Monday morning and you'll be like, yeah, I was here all weekend.
I'm really drunk.
I'm really drunk and I'm really excited about all these beer can guitars.
All these beer can guitars.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to have
assembly.
What? Okay.
You're gonna have to, yeah. We're gonna have to clean out a lot of cans. We're gonna have to start saving cans.
I bet you everybody.
A pyramid of cans.
I bet you everybody watching is gonna want a beer can guitar, or at least know how to make one.
That seems like a really great
Which-
YouTube series.
I think
too.
it seems like a good YouTube series and workshop.
Bring your own 30.
Bring your own 30.
Yeah.
Well, no, we'll supply you with a 30 pack of beer. You just have to use some other kind of can.
like Coke cans.
Sure.
Yeah.
But you probably ostensibly you would need to use the boxing, the packaging.
Yeah,
I
can't
guess,
just- yeah.
Yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
because 30 rack cardboard is the best cardboard.
Maybe there's a special Bush Light
Maybe.
kind that you have to buy exactly the right one.
Yeah.
I'll find the page on Facebook.
Okay.
Have it ready tomorrow.
I thought
let's
when
make
you
this
were
happen.
when you were talking about it, I thought it was like a special promotional 30 rack of Bush Light, and it came with instructions on the box.
Any
But no.
30 rack you got should work.
Depending on how many racks you want, how many
Yeah.
guitars you want.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I think you only need 6 of the cans or something like that on the cardboard though. So
Okay. Sounds fun. Let's make one.
Let's
Or-
make 2.
Make 2. Yeah. We'll have to see if Jam Jimmy can hook us up with 6 beer cans. Empty.
Hey, we have actually I think we might still have 6 untopped
Oh yeah, from Odyssey Beer Works.
aluminum
Yeah,
cans.
that
So we can
might-
get more.
That might make life even simpler.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Cool.
Well, hey everybody, this is Matt, and we're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for tuning in to Thursday Prime Time Guitar Live. Chris, first of all, how are you?
Good.
Second of all, when it comes to hard-hitting, investigative Woodward and Bernstein style journalism, there's a new sheriff in town,
Mm-hmm.
and his name is
Dylan McCurchie.
Dylan McCurchie.
Yep.
What
Out
on
there getting-
earth
getting the
is
stories.
going on?
I don't know.
Well, I'm sure Dylan's going to talk about it.
Yeah. Well, I think he already did. But you mean here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
In the next
chats.
hour
Oh,
of
yeah, he'll
Primetime
talk about that.
Guitar, he's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
going to allude to.
Uh-huh.
He sent us a link to a
Yeah.
Guitar Player, Guitar World,
Yeah,
Guitar Magazine.
Player, guitar.
Yeah,
Hey, you.
Guitar for the Practicing
Yeah.
Guitarist.
Yeah.
And he kind of he broke the story.
He did yesterday.
He broke it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, how, like, that's a little feather in your cap.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've never broken a story
No.
before.
No.
I don't have any insider deals.
No, me neither. Yep.
What do you think about that?
What do I think about the Fender laying people off?
No, the hard-hitting journalism
Oh.
brought to you by our own Dylan McCurchie.
Uh-huh. Yeah. He did a great job.
Okay. I did you read the thing or
Yeah, I read the article.
okay, so
I haven't watched his YouTube.
you know more
all the
about
way
it than
through.
I do then.
Yeah.
Because I was shaping necks today.
Okay.
Because that's all I do is shape
I was
necks.
waiting for paint to dry when I read it.
Well, so what's the
So Fender laid
give
off.
us the 411.
Fender apparently laid off 300 people, including some mid to upper management type people.
Oh, I wonder why.
And it sounded like mostly off of what they call their afternoon shift, which I
Hmm.
think starts. So it's kind of like night shift kind of a thing. At least
Yeah.
a lot of the people.
For all I know, Fender works
I
for
can't-
8 hours a day, but maybe they have a 24-hour thing. I don't know.
They ramped up during the pandemic when guitars were selling like
Okay.
like COVID medication.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know. I don't know. There's
Okay.
lots of doom and gloom that people are, talking, but
All right.
I don't know.
Let me ask you: is Fender going out of business?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I can't imagine that happening. I think there's still a large.
Has Fender filed for Chapter 11?
Yeah, no.
Is Fender laying off 300 people every day?
No.
Should you run out and buy Strats right now?
No.
Should you drop everything and buy Strats?
Wait till after this show and then go.
And then-
No, I don't know enough about what's
Okay,
going
yeah,
on.
I don't know anything.
It could be that they rounded up 300 of the worst employees and fired.
Yeah,
them.
it could be that they had
They'd
300 schlubs.
Yeah, it could be 300 of them were stealing. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. They caught them all on camera.
Well, we'll just have to watch Primetime Guitar live with Dylan and Leslie coming up right after we're done for all of the muck that's worth raking. And that will be good.
Yeah.
All right. So, but as far as you know, there's no danger with Fender's not going out of business.
Not to my knowledge. Do you
The
remember?
classic legacy brand Fender guitars is not going anywhere.
Do you recall when Heritage fired basically their entire workforce?
No, I don't.
My point exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
People were like, "Oh my god!" And the next week, nobody remembered.
Dude, I totally did that.
Yeah.
I did exactly that. Well, is Heritage still a thing?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The Heritage Hotel and Guitar Museum.
Is that
and
still a deal?
manufacturer? I don't know.
Because I remember
Apparently
they
you can eat
talked
at the
about
table. Right over the binding station. There's a
Okay.
bunch of binding goo on the floor.
that. Cool. I would
They-
do
They
that.
converted it into a bunch of other stuff.
I would do
And
that.
I think at this point they also make guitars,
All right. Cool.
which is yeah. So
Hey, man, it
You
pays
know.
to diversify, right?
well, and I mean, if somebody buys your company and you're not making money, they got to figure out a way to make money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
All right.
Whatever.
Well, I look forward to learning more. I have to read the thing that Dylan sent.
Afternoon shift.
I find it interesting
That's
that
a lot.
Fender was able to fire 300 people at Gibson.
Yeah. That's a thing.
Today, Ivan
them
has
up.
fired 3,000 people that work at Gretsch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's
3,000.
30
Yeah.
30,000 of the Gretsch employees are now gone. Thanks to the guys at Takamine. Okay. So obviously none of that, with the exception of the facts that as Gibson, good
Got
gosh.
Gibson on the brain, huh?
As far as the fact that Dylan laid out of what, and who knows what it is. Dylan's gonna tell us a lot more about it. So
people get fired every day. People get really passionate about it when it's in the industry
Sure.
that we love.
sure.
I think for a lot of those people, they're like, okay.
All right.
I'll
So
go work at Boeing.
So Ken Tipton is the only person who got the joke and says, drop everything and buy a Texas Toast guitar.
Mhm.
God bless you, Ken. Okay. Richard says, Matt, you're not connected or something. Are you guys having trouble hearing me?
No, I'm not.
I'm not. All right. Well,
Loud and clear, Matt.
if there are 6 Tallboy cans, you could make a Bud Light base, says Sean. Thank you, Sean. Yeah. So anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. This is our 1 hour of primetime guitar that we do every Thursday at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. And I don't think that the guys at Flipside Music did theirs today because they had a lot of building stuff, and they had not an inspector.
Yeah, they've pre-construction inspector, and they've been doing the live streams from their new space, and they just didn't think that it was going to be feasible because they didn't know what time the guy was coming.
And Chris and I actually talked with Ike today.
Yeah, he came in and ate some nerds.
And we said we tried to assure him that having the building inspector be on his live stream would do nothing but endear said building inspector.
Yeah.
Did I say instructor? I think I did.
Yeah. Building instructor.
Building inspector live stream with Flipside Music, the great American building inspector. But I said, nah, I'm not going to risk it. No. So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So,
well, we have lots to talk about today, Chris, you know. So, yeah. So I started I tried to do this yesterday. We have a new series of videos that are exclusive to Patreon and Utreon members. And there are this particular exclusive series is all about building a neck through guitar.
Okay.
So in the first one, I built I got to work and did some woodworking. But I got the video recorded, I got the video edited, and then I loaded it to YouTube. And I'm like, okay, easy. Make it unlisted and then put it on Patreon so that only the people on Patreon could watch it. Mm-hmm. Well, then the people on YouTube, the YouTube members couldn't see it. So that's no good. So there's a special thing. Make this to where only YouTube members can see it. That works perfect. Clicked on that, uploaded the link to Patreon, and nobody on Patreon could see it unless they happen to also be Utreon members. So what I had to do was upload the exact same video twice. Once is an unlisted one that goes to Patreon. So if you're a Patreon member, you didn't get it until today because I goofed it up. And if you're if you're a member on the YouTube thing, the Utreon deal, you saw that yesterday. So now I know how to do it. It's just going to take a little more time. I've got to upload the video twice. Now that I know how to do it, we're in like Flynn. What do you think of neck through guitars, Chris? Because you painted one this week, and we worked on that walnut Firebird, and there's this maple blank back here. How do you like that?
I love them.
Okay.
They look pretty neat. I like the idea that you can remove a bunch of heel.
Yeah.
That's not you don't have to worry about the amount of glue space or room for bolts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, if you're interested in building a neck through and you're kind of like, well, I don't know where to start. If you're a member of Patreon or Utreon, even for the lowest amount of money, you can watch those videos. Now, don't worry if you aren't a member on either one of those. When I'm all done, I'm going to release those as a thing that you can buy for like, I don't know, it's not going to be much. You know what I mean? It's going to be like a little thing. So you can check it out then. So, yeah, but it's $1. All right. Okay. Brian Duncan says he loves neck throughs and wants to build one. Funny you should mention that, Brian, because we have offered, as of a couple days ago, we put it out there to Patreon members and Utreon members first. We have a neck through workshop coming up in 2023. So a lot of things that we've talked about doing, and I said I'm never going to do that, we're actually doing in 2023. One of them is a neck through workshop. So you can go to our website now, texastoastguitars.com, and look up classes, and right there, boom, neck through workshop. You know what else is up on the class list, Chris?
Yes.
Lay it out for them to play it out.
Carb top class.
That's right. Carb top class.
I mean, I was trying to, come up with a cool way to say carb top class, and ultimately just, carb top class. Hey, it's a class. We're making carb tops.
Carve top.
Yeah, carb top.
So that was something we thought we would never be able to do. Carve top workshop, and we are now offering it. Now we still offer all of the old standby workshops. Build a classic Fender, where you come in and you do like a Telly or a Strat or what's some other ones that we. One guy's coming. He's going to be doing a bass.
Yeah.
And then we still
from within.
And we still offer the woodworking workshop where you can build. So you can do anything there. You can build but it's there's no carb top option.
No,
on
it's more wood centric. The build a classic Fender kind of class is mostly about body and paint and finishing up a guitar.
Yeah, assembly and setup.
The build a classic guitar class is more woodworking centric. You start with neck blank, you get to do truss rod, access, all of that kind of stuff.
You get to, I think that's one of my favorite ones. In fact, it's so much one of my favorite ones that we usually do more of those than anything else. In fact, the one we did last month was build a classic woodworking workshop, and the one we're doing this month is build a classic woodworking workshop.
And I think in some ways it comes down to do you want to leave with a finished guitar that you can play? If so, then
or do you want to get in and down and dirty?
Maybe deep dive a little bit more into some woodworking. And leave here with something that's ready for finish. You could put parts in it and play it.
So for everyone who said I'm on board for like Jason and Dean and John, if you guys are I have all your emails that you said, hey, let me know, and I'm definitely on board. I'm going to send you links if you guys still want to do it, or you can just go to the website and sign up right now. You don't have to wait for me to send you a link.
Sure.
Raul wanted to do it. Paul, that's right.
Yep.
So
really, any class, we can always just say, oh yeah, Paul wants to do it. Doug wants to do it. There's so many guys named Paul and Doug.
Yep.
One of them's going to want to
want to do it.
Yeah. Shellooe.
That
There's
guy.
only one Shellooe.
Who's that?
There's no
okay.
Shellooe.
So, and if we've also added an extension for guys who just can't get enough of the shop. You know where I'm about to go with this?
I do.
You wanna bring it home?
Nope. Go ahead.
I don't want to. I want you to do it. So
the 2-day extension is a finish component.
How is that even possible?
I don't know.
Okay.
Magic elves. So I think the idea is that we're going to do some stuff in satin. It's going to be, I don't want to say down and dirty. It's not going to be car fender.
But this is what you and Raul kind of experimented
we've
with
done some of this,
yeah.
And it actually turns out pretty good.
And I think it looks really good.
It does actually look really good.
Really good.
Yeah, so good.
And Raul's looks like $1 million. His Les Paul that he did.
Yeah.
So it's we seal them, and then we like do a burst or what
do a
color?
Little bit
right?
of color. Yeah. I mean, most people are going to probably want some sort of wood tone, kind of a bursty kind of a thing. If you've got a maple top and a mahogany back, or even if you just have a mahogany guitar, we're going to do that. We're going to seal them, and then the next day we're going to scuff them back and shoot them with a little bit of satin.
So you'll get to spray sealer, you'll get to sand sealer. Oh boy,
yeah.
You'll get to mask and do all the prep work, and then you'll get to spray a burst or a color or whatever. And then seal them up with a top coat. And they look super cool.
Yeah, it actually turns out pretty darn good, and should be cool. And it's not going to be, it's going to be some work, but it's not going to be like 8 hours a day. Go.
No, in fact, the finish component is mostly going to be, you just got to be here while paint's drying.
Yeah. I think the idea is if at the end of the day, Friday, the guys that are going to do that extension, if we can shoot sealer before we leave.
And they're not going to come in at 9 on Saturday. You get to go out for a nice breakfast on Saturday morning.
9:30.
Yeah. We're thinking about noon or 11.
Yeah, 11, 10, something like that. Usually you can't keep guys out of the shop anyway.
So. Paul McNary has already signed up. He signed up yesterday.
Oh, did he? I didn't
yes,
he
did.
Already signed up.
Oh,
That's
yes.
cool. Yeah, all right.
Oh, yes. Ken asks, is it an option to leave your guitar behind after a workshop and have you guys do the finish? Yes. In fact, it has always been an option for us to do that. So yeah, that would be cool.
Although I would sign up for the 2-day extension if I could.
Yeah.
If I had the time to do it, that'll be a cool thing.
I think it's
that
fun.
you get
Yeah.
to take part of, and I think they'll be really neat.
Doug Cook asks, sweet, but what if I want to paint my through body guitar? Doug, that's a great question. I only have the 2-day extension on the carved top workshop right now.
Mm-hmm.
Could we add that to some other classes, some other things?
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of deals though. I don't quite know how we're going to work this.
Yeah, we talked about if there's one guy signed up for the
Mhm.
extension, I don't want to do it.
We need to have a minimum of 2 or 3 guys.
Three? Yeah, I would do 2.
Mm-hmm.
I would prefer 3.
Because what's going to happen is it's going to burn your weekend and my weekend to do this.
Yeah. Which is
So
fine if there's enough guys.
And so
but-
maybe what we do is we, like if you come back, you can, okay,
So
I don't
think
know.
the idea was that you put like a little deposit on
Mhm.
the extension,
Mhm.
and as we get closer, we can hopefully it's not an issue, and
Yeah.
2 or 3 guys sign up right away, and then you go, okay, that's cool.
But-
Because the other issue is, well, you got to make
Your travel
reservations
arrangements,
and
yeah.
all of that.
So like if
2
Brian
extra
Duncan wants to
days.
do it, it's no big shake for him to
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because he lives here.
Yeah, you show up to town and we're like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
But I made reservations.
Yeah.
Well,
That would suck. So
Yeah.
we're trying to figure out
Hang out
the
at Red
best
Rocks.
way
Yeah.
to do
yeah.
this thing where we don't put you guys in the lurch and we're not doing it for one guy. So as of right now, the only paint extension is on the carved top.
Mm-hmm. When is that class?
I don't remember.
Cool.
Cool. It's in 2023.
That's so far away.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So people have plenty of time to get it figured out and get it all
Mhm.
all sussed out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Oh, there's so many. You guys are talking and talking. Brian Duncan asked, will the 2-day extension be available in August? What do you think, Chris? What do you guys reckon?
I didn't think about that.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't thought about it either.
Because presumably it's going to be Brian and his son that are going to want to do it. That's 2 guys.
Yeah. Well, so that would be cool.
Mhm.
Hey, look, Brandon Kaminski is here. Enjoy Kaminski is here.
There you go. I would say yes.
Okay.
We'll do it with them. We'll get all the boo-boos out of the way,
Okay.
and yeah.
They might really. So Brian, if you want to do that, that might be
let's-
ideal.
Let's talk about that. We didn't even think about that.
Rick B asks, and I'm glad that Rick B asked because the neck through workshop is in the month that Rick can do it. And he asks, is there a limit to what you can build for the neck through?
As far as what?
Yeah, Rick, give me that lacks perspective.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm sure there are limitations.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to do a double neck through or like a neck through where one neck's going this way and the other one's going this way, and like you need to have like a 8-foot neck blank, we can't do that.
Yeah, no. No.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any real limit on outline. I don't think there is a limit. I mean, if it's a guitar and it's got fairly normal stuff in it,
Yeah.
we can probably do that. But if it's something, really, really, I mean, so it's-
Rick says another Iceman. Yeah, I don't see a problem with
I was
Iceman.
kind of getting to that with
Yeah.
Rick. I was like, he's probably going to just build an Iceman. Yeah, and when you bring your templates this time, I also want to make copies of them.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
yeah, so when I don't build an Iceman, I can have
Yeah.
a template.
Raul wants to know, can we have a class where we level and dress the frets? We actually
Yes.
have that.
We do.
Uh-huh.
That's the
Build a classic Fender.
Build a classic Fender class. Yeah.
Mark
Yeah.
Stanton asks, Matt, can you tell us about the guitar case? I understand these builds include a case. Mark, I think you're talking about the JJJ Challenger Deluxe. And the case that is the case for that one is the leopard and snakeskin one. Snakeskin on the outside, leopard on the inside.
Yeah, it's kind of subdued.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
fairly pedestrian.
Yeah.
Jimmy style.
Liam asks, hey, TTG, would you guys consider making a YouTube video specifically about carving a volute or different styles of volutes? Yeah, I don't see why not.
I think we've
we
done
may
some of
have,
those. I mean,
yeah.
There's some of that information on carving a neck.
Yeah.
And some of that stuff that we've done. Almost everything we do that's not a Fender neck has a volute or a volute.
Volute, as
Yeah.
Mike Learn might say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, hold on. I gotta get catched it up.
Yeah.
Lauren Court asks, could I make a replica or wolf in the neck through class?
Wolf.
I don't know what that means.
So read that again.
Okay. Could I make a replica or wolf in the neck through class? I don't know what Loring, help me out here, my friend.
Replica of wolf, but I don't know what wolf is.
Yeah. Brandon Kaminski says he has his wolf badge.
I had my wolf badge and then they took it away. Something about a Girl Scout.
Doug Cook says, sure wish there was an option for a multi-lamb neck. Yeah, well, sorry. There is actually, but yeah. You're gonna have to read the website. You're just gonna have to read the website. And I knew for a fact somebody was gonna say that first.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Can you make a bass in the neck through class? I don't see why not.
Yeah. The
Hey Loring, welcome to the Super Casanova level.
Ooh, nice. So anybody that makes a multi-lamb neck,
mm-hmm.
I'm not going to correct their center line.
Okay. All right. Oh, Jerry Garcia's wolf. Is that really crazy, like the one that looks like the? Yeah, I'll see. Yeah, go nuts.
Sure,
I don't care.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know what all the names for Jerry's guitars are, but I do know that they're like guys out there, John Reuter among them, who make like dead nuts, like honest to God replicas. Like you can't tell the difference between this and the real thing. Okay. Guitar Doc 71 asks, are there any real improvements or real groundbreaking innovations that are lacking in modern guitars that will make a real and meaningful change? I don't think so. And you know what? That's a great question.
Yeah.
Is there anything that could be added to a guitar that would make it really earth-shatteringly different? And the answer is yes. With a but.
Yeah.
And the but is, you know where I'm going with this?
Yes.
Guitar players don't want it.
Yeah. Because we've kind of seen some of that, and some of it's good, some of it's bad. But
I thought that like the tuners that automatically tune things.
That was the first thing I thought of.
How cool.
Maybe I haven't ever experienced them, but literally the first time I heard about them was somebody going, these things suck.
Yeah, and
I heard of a guy that apparently they're also programmable, and a guy put them on a 12-string, and I'm like, that's the best use of that ever.
Yeah,
because as you know, you spend half of if you're a 12-string player, you spend half of your time tuning the 12-string.
What do you do with the other half?
Playing out a tune. So yeah.
So I think there are probably numerous innovations that would be that would go over like a Led Zeppelin with guitar players.
Yeah, I think the whole notion of it's got to be made out of wood. And I think a lot of people have already tried to go beyond wood as especially electric guitars. Let's just talk electric guitars.
Sure. Frankly, I think that the electric guitar is an innovation over the acoustic guitar. Now, that's probably sacrilege to a lot of people.
Well, I mean, in a lot of ways, it's a completely different instrument.
In a lot of ways,
as far as But anyway,
remember in Crossroads, I bet you bought this thing because you thought it looked beat up. Man, Muddy Waters invented electricity.
Yeah. And I think all of that stuff has failed for the most part, and people are still goofing around with it. But no major brand is making aluminum neck guitars anymore.
What's the most significant innovation that actually caught on, and when was it developed? I'm going to say the Floyd Rose.
I was going to say some sort of tremolo. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Floyd has been around since the 70s.
Yeah.
And there was a time when like every guitar had to have one. So it was a well-received thing.
Yeah. And then there was a time when you didn't want to play a guitar with a Floyd.
Yeah.
But that's another story. Yeah. Yeah. I think the Floyd,
but I can't think of a whole lot of stuff. I mean, like you could say carbon fiber reinforcements or
there's
stuff like
little
that,
things, but for the most part, everybody's still kind of playing 50s technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a great question, though. Are there any advancements in technology that would make, guitars better? Yeah, probably, but I don't think guitar players generally think they're that awesome.
Yeah, I think in a lot of ways the guitar is a pretty simple thing, and you can make them better, you make them more consistent, but as far as like mind shattering kind of things, you're sort of stuck with what you have. It's strings and magnets and amplification. All right. I think there's more cool shit going on with amps than guitars.
Great one. Yeah. Hey, by the way, let's thank and welcome Mark Hefner to the Casanova Premier level. So Mark's going to get all of the great exclusive programming and neck through stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and guys, by the way, I don't know if the Gibson tuner dealies things worked or not.
I don't know either. And
I've never tried them.
Yeah. I think a lot of people probably poo-pooed them before they even tried them, or never tried them and bad-mouthed them. So yeah, I'd like to try it.
Yeah, I think it'd be neat.
Tuning sucks.
Okay, I'm trying to stay up on. Michael McCoy asked, how about a dual action truss rod? Okay, as someone who has put in a bunch of single action rods, the traditional style in the last, very recently, I am not a fan.
No.
Now, do they work? Yeah. Are they cool? Sure. Are they vintage correct? Absolutely. Do I like them? No.
Yeah.
So that's a great one. And I think now, and even those, like if I would bet you that if Gibson said new for 2023, the Les Paul standard comes with a dual acting truss rod, people would be up in arms because they want like the same glue that they used back in the 50s. Do you think a truss rod's a different truss rod will fly?
Yeah. Hey, Brandon, can I get another beer?
2, please. Jeffrey Egan, who is a Casanova Deluxe member, says a guitar is like John Browning's 1911 design, simple and near perfect. There's not too much to do to make them better. I love J.M. Browning just as much as I love Leo Fender. God bless you, Brandon. But I don't have any Browning. I don't have any.
Yeah.
I don't have a 1911. I don't even have a high power anymore. So maybe I'll get another one day.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Guitars are weird because it's one of the few industries that I can think of where everything's pretty much stopped very, very early on. So, yeah.
Do you agree with me that
the all-new 2022 Levi's, you're not going to believe how much better your butt looks.
Do you agree with me that Fender, Gibson, and in some ways Paul Reed Smith, and probably other guitar companies too, but those are the ones that I know a little bit about. Do you believe that their biggest competition is old Fenders, Gibson, and Paul Reed Smiths?
Yeah, I do. Although there are people that want to buy, that will always buy used, whether it's, because it's cheaper or
good deals
whatever.
to be had.
But there's also people that will always buy new because they don't want anybody else you know,
Yeah,
they don't want all that gunk all over it and whatever. So, but I think at some point, certainly, old guitars became a thing.
If one of y'all is, or if you guys are into buying exclusively used or exclusively new, let us know. I'd be anxious to see what you guys.
And and at some point, old guitars became a thing.
Yeah,
and then old guitars became vintage guitars.
Yeah,
and that and now here we are.
Okay,
but for the longest time, everybody was every year their guitar was better than the year before. According to them.
Dan asks, ever use stacked P90s, and why are they used with push-pull pots? I actually have never used. Brett has a guitar or two with stacked P90s.
Okay.
He really likes them.
Yeah. Okay. Is it a hum canceling thing?
Yeah, I think that'd be one thing that you could get. Now, wasn't that P90 that what was it that Dylan made that had stacked? Was it the? Oh, it wasn't stacked.
Wasn't stacked. It was
just a tapped coil.
Tapped coil and double magnets.
Double, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know enough about stacked P90s to be able to tell you.
I don't either, but I think you could get. I think that I love the way a regular P90 sounds. Stacking two coils, I think, might take some of that away.
It might.
And if you had a single pickup guitar, maybe you want the hum canceling feature. Okay.
Yeah.
But to me, a P90 should be sleazy and noisy, and you should have to fight it. You know what the P90 does? It keeps your singer from talking in between songs. That's
just
you just let that thing howl, and that would be that's where that's one of the hidden assets of the P90.
Yeah. I can't control it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're not gonna be able to tell that joke.
Just play the next song.
Yeah, just go to the next song.
Go. Yeah.
Brian wants to know if Brandon can get him a beer too.
Yes.
Tom says Gibson still doesn't use a dual acting truss rod. Tom, as far as I know, on many of there may be a model that they use it on, but for the most part, no, they don't. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm trying to catch up with everybody. Ryan asks, how many orders for the JJJ Deluxe so far? Ryan, that's a great question.
Six or
7 people have ordered those. Oh, it's not a secret.
No.
And I'm looking forward to. In fact, Brandon and I got started on those like yesterday. We were making exotic wood into sawdust yesterday on the Challenger Deluxes. And I am very much looking forward to selling a lot more of those. So if you guys are into one of the Challenger Deluxes, $100 down basically gets us started. So, and you can go to the website, and under the available guitars, it's TTG Challenger Deluxe or JJJ Challenger Deluxe. Down payments only $100, and you can get it started. And they are awesome. I don't know if Jim is here tonight or if he's got other stuff going on, but I think he's played that guitar every day for like 3 or 4 hours every day.
We need to get him to we need to do a video with him playing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. September Carb Top. Who's in? So that's next year, Rod. And wouldn't that be cool to have like all the gang show up for that?
Yep.
Let's take a super chat from Paul, who writes, when will the Build a Classic Fender classes be on the site for summer 2023? Coming from the UK and need to get myself sorted early. Paul,
very soon.
I'm going to try to have them up on the website tonight, which won't be tonight, or tomorrow morning first thing. Chris has made a list. I've got it all set up. We're just going to load it up, and we're like, you know why? Because I had to figure out, like, was there anything I need to do in 2023? And we decided that we're used to be, we had them all at the front end of the month. Now they're going to be all at the tail end of the month. I don't know why we're doing that.
Just seems to feel better to me, because the beginning of the month and
except for November, December, because that's there's some big holidays there. So
yeah, and you can get so you sit there and you try to make this schedule, and you can get beside yourself with, well, what about this? What about that?
Yeah,
and you just need to sort of
We just
chuck
put it out there,
and
and that's
hope for the best, and hopefully everybody can find a class that they can come to.
But
and
I would love
that's
to
gonna
have you
work.
come out and hang out with us.
Yeah.
Because we had a couple of guys who were going to come from the UK and some plans fell through. So Paul, you could still be the first. So anyway, okay. Richard Ryan says stops your singer from talking between songs. See, Richard Ryan knows because he and I believe that the Ramones saved rock and roll.
Okay.
And basically there was no talking between songs. It was just getting punched in the face by Dee Dee's 1, 2, 3, 4, which was never in time with the song, which was awesome.
He'd go, yeah.
And then
don't.
Yeah. Paul Needs asks, "Hey guys, I doubt you are old enough to remember all the guitar monthlies planning. Wait. I doubt you are old enough to remember all the guitar monthlies panning 70s Fenders for all manner of QC issues. Now they're vintage. I don't get it. They certainly haven't improved." Paul, we talk about this a lot. Now we don't remember when, like in guitar rags, that they said that they weren't as good, but we were around
I've been
when
reading that crap since like 86 though.
Yeah.
88.
And I remember. Here's what I can tell you, and I know you have stories like this too. I went to a garage sale and they had a Les Paul Norland era Les Paul, and they wanted like $250 for it. And I looked at it and I'm like, screw that maple neck Les Paul Mutant. I'm not buying that because it was just an old hunk of turd then. Yeah. You know what? It probably wasn't. But I remember when Norland era Les Pauls weren't sought after, and now they are because they're right in that magic. They're still kind of affordable old guitars.
Yep. I remember 79 Fender 79, 76, 79. I forget what anniversary it was, but it was the anniversary guitar, and it was cheap.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I wonder if like those AMF Harleys have any of that, like the ones that nobody wanted.
Yeah, I think so.
And now they're like, ooh, they're cool old now. Yeah. Hey, let's take a quick.
Only the good ones have survived.
Yeah, only the good ones. I got a 70s one, but mine's one of the good ones.
Yeah, then why'd the guy sell it?
Yeah, because it was a good one.
Is he dead?
Let's take a quick super chat from Josh, who says he's got to go grab dinner. Nice to catch a live show for the first time in a while. Josh, have a great dinner, and we hope to see you. He says, hope everyone gets laid this weekend. Nice. Well, Josh, I hope that you do too, sir. Greg Pearl, let's take a super chat from Greg. He just says, saying hey. Greg is alive and well, which is always good to hear. So, yeah.
A lot of people don't know this. It looks like Hulk Hogan.
Absolutely, yeah.
Gets mistaken for Hulk Hogan all the time.
Ken says he thinks Fender makes a good product these days. Gibson, not so much. I've had a bunch of Gibsons, and I've had not so many Fenders.
Yeah.
And I've had a bunch of new, like my newest Gibson was, I think I bought that SG bass, the Fireburst bass. That was like a 2008 or 9. And I think my Les Paul was a 2005. I don't know if that's recent enough, but they were fine. I didn't see any issues.
I think we should probably, the new stuff is the new ownership, the new management.
Oh, okay.
Look at that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't go and look at guitars anymore.
I don't either.
And it might be fun to do that, but it might also not be fun, and it would take away from. It might be
a bummer to go to a big like mega store.
Yeah.
I went to the Guitar Center in Joliet, Illinois.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago actually, and it was a small one. You know how like some of them, they're not all like giant like the ones in LA.
Okay.
But
where?
In LA.
Oh.
But they were but it was a legit Guitar Center. And it was like they had a lot of like, okay, it's just the same stuff.
Yeah.
I think those days of like the Fernandez and Hamer and the kind of the kooky stuff, those are gone, I think, and that's too bad.
Yeah.
And that's probably true in a lot of industries,
And I think a lot of guitar centers kind of know what their clientele is and try and, have stuff for that.
It's a
So
more
every
homogenous
store is-
experience.
Well, yeah, for that neighborhood or that location.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if they don't sell, $5,000 Les Pauls, they're not going to have a
Yeah, why
a fleet of
load
those
up?
in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
But it was a nice Guitar Center. They're
Yeah.
just, it's just kind of
Yeah.
like, okay,
Yeah.
it's the same stuff as Guitar Center, and that's not
Mhm.
because it's Joliet. It's because it's
Yeah,
Guitar Center.
yeah. I went to a Sam Ash one time, and that was a eye-opening experience because they had everything.
You know where
pretty
it's
neat.
not the same homogenous experience like every Guitar Center in
Yeah.
the world, and you walk in and you're like, boring. You know where
Yeah.
it's not like that?
No.
Flipside Music, the great American guitar store,
Uh-huh.
Chris.
That's what we should
where-
do. They don't have Gibson, but we could go and
We could make that face.
harass their Fender line. And,
They have
some
lots
other
of stuff. They have
brands.
Fender
Yeah.
and G&L.
Uh-huh.
Ike was
Yeah.
like, apparently somebody came into Flipside Music, the great American guitar store, and said, "What's up with Texas Toast? Are they still doing it?" And he's like, "Well, yeah. What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, I don't see any of their guitars here." And Ike's like, "Well, by the time they make them, they're already sold, so we
Yeah.
don't have a chance to
Mhm.
get any of them anymore."
Yeah,
So-
and we had some stuff in there for quite a while, and several months later, we still had some stuff in there.
Yeah.
It's just not. I mean,
there's a lot to choose from.
boutique guitars are, kind of a specialty thing, and
Yeah.
it may not have fit all that great at Flipside.
If you
And
guys
we
know
weren't
any
as
great
well known
boutique
then.
shops in your neck of the
Yeah.
woods that are always looking for new brands,
Yeah,
let me know.
yeah, but that's hilarious. That automatically. Oh well,
Yeah, they must have
Flipside,
stopped.
Texas Toast must have gone out of business.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
And it's a whole thing.
Todd says next time I'm in Joliet, let me know. He'll buy me a beer.
There you go.
I do like beer.
Daylight.
I
dollar
do
short,
like
maybe.
Todd. You know what? I think that I'll be going back.
Okay.
So, hey, you know what? Speaking of Joliet,
Mhm.
speaking of beer,
Mhm.
you know who's going to be in the shop tomorrow?
I do.
Mike from Evil Burrito is going to be here. I don't know when, but I think he's going to be joining us for the live stream. Wouldn't that be cool?
Mhm.
He's picking up his
Would be,
Challenger
actually.
Junior, and I think he's picking up Ryan, the other guy in his band, is bought a Challenger Junior, and I think he's going to pick them up both up.
That's the plan
Okay, I mean I can see it there. Do you see any issues with?
with TV Cream.
Uh-huh.
No,
Okay.
Needs covers, but I made those today.
Excellent.
And the other one, it's getting close.
Well, his is that one. That's the far one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Remember with all the black hardware? Anyway.
Yeah, I know it's getting close.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Fat Philosopher just started work. Hey guys. Hey, Fat Philosopher. Dan says, Brian, my first guitar was an old TT Challenger with a Fender style neck. Wow, that is an old. I wonder which one that
Who said
is.
that?
Dan Andrade. Hold on, I'm saying it incorrectly. Andrades, yeah. I bet you that's I'd love to see those old ones. Those are cool. Fat Philosopher asks, does Gibson's victory over Dean worry you guys at all? Not really. Mostly because Gibson has no idea who we are.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're closing in on the big guitar companies.
Yeah, and we don't make a lot of Gibson-y stuff. We make a couple.
Wait,
and-
can I
yeah,
the lawyers at Gibson have no
Uh-huh.
idea who we are. You know
you're
who
right.
you know who knows of us from Gibson and Fender?
No.
Some of the guys in their custom shops.
Oh,
Some of them.
Yeah. Mhm.
Now I know this for a fact, especially the guys at Fender, and that to me
Yeah.
is that's actually an
Yeah.
honor
Yeah, that's cool.
that
Yeah.
they're like, hey, it's not like we're doing anything that they've never thought of, but they're like that, they've acknowledged us a couple of times and they're like, that looks cool,
Yeah.
guys, good job. I think that's really neat because I've been saying, wow, the guys at Fender Custom Shop and Gibson Custom Shop are awesome for as long as I've been able to say that.
Yeah.
And it's neat to get a little bit of it. I don't know. Nobody else knows about
Yeah,
that, but
yeah.
it's cool for me.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. Yeah. So Dean makes tons and tons and tons of guitars that Gibson doesn't think they should make.
Yeah.
Let's just say it that way. We make a couple.
Yeah, I think that I think that if Gibson really wanted to push the issue, they could say that the Challenger is a single cutaway with a set neck, and it's therefore, but
Yeah.
it is in no way,
No, I don't think that would. I don't even think, even if you sent them pictures and said, "Hey, we just sold 10,000 of these,"
yeah, they'd be like,
they'd be like, "Well, nothing we
So
can do."
what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But remember, they
And we didn't sell
they had a lawsuit with Paul Reed Smith for the single cut.
Well, yeah, but that's a yeah.
But that was Paul Reed Smith probably sold 10,000 or however many.
I'm
Yeah.
sure he sold way more than that.
No.
Oh, this is just the 300 people that they laid off at Fender.
Yeah.
They estimate that accounts for 225 to 275 guitars a day.
Wow.
That's how many guitars Fender's making.
That's so that they can afford to stop making 275 guitars
Well,
every day.
They can't afford to make 275 more guitars.
So, and that's in the sort of second shift time. So what are they making in the
I think
first?
it's all the same. I think it's just the machine.
Okay.
But anyway,
All right.
that's a lot of guitars.
Yeah, I think Fender and Gibson probably
Yeah.
cut more guitars in half every day than we make in a year.
Yeah, and we make whatever we make, and we're like,
So Ken says there are 3 TT guitars on sale on Reverb right now. I don't know what Doug's doing with all of his Texas Toast.
yeah,
guitars,
I
but
follow Texas Toast guitars on Reverb to see what's available.
Okay.
There's one of the Firebirds.
Oh, that's right.
Yep,
Yeah.
from
The leather
Front
pickguard
Porch.
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not Front Porch Music. There's I think a Challenger. I think Disco Express is still available.
Doug
on
had
there.
that one, right?
No, somebody else had that one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The
Yeah.
spruce top one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then
Disco Express.
and then there's I think one of those goofy hollow body Strat things.
Okay.
Masonite
A
tops.
Masonite top one.
I
Yeah.
think that's about
Yeah.
all that's available right now.
Cool.
So
Cool.
yeah, so it's sometimes it's a bummer to see your stuff for sale. But
You know
sometimes
what?
It's cool.
Yeah, for me, the first time I saw one of our guitars for sale, I was really bummed out, and now I'm like, whatever. I don't.
Yeah, because some people they're just like they buy stuff and sell stuff all the time. And
Yeah,
they like it, and then they move it on.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I want to
So
get a
it's
new
not
guitar now.
necessarily-
Right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not necessarily an indictment on us.
No.
Not,
We're making the best stuff we've ever made.
not every guitar can find its forever home first time out.
That's just it, Sarah McLaughlin. So you know what? I had a great segue.
Yeah.
Segue.
Uh-huh.
And that is that I don't have it. Let's talk some more, and I'll see if I'll try a new segue.
Okay.
You know who doesn't sell guitars? No.
Yeah. Dan and Calvin at Tonewood Experts.
That's right, Chris. Dan and Calvin at Tonewood
Guitarwood
Experts. Guitar wood experts.
Just drop that ball completely.
Wah, wah.
Yeah.
We have
They're gonna deduct that from my check.
we have a big order coming from those dudes. Honduran mahogany neck blanks and body blanks. We've got a bunch of guys. We have the August set neck class is all the way full. So that's this month. So and in
Beyond
fact,
full.
it's beyond full.
It's bursting with set neck goodness.
It's going to be fun. Brian's going to come. Doug's going to come. Doc's going to come. There's a bunch of guys going to be there. We're going to have a lot of fun. And everyone's going to be now. And some guys might go, you know what? I want to make a Fender style thing. So they could have an ash body or they could do mahogany, whatever they want. And but it's going to be a load of fun. And so all of that lumber comes from Dan and Calvin at Guitar Wood Experts. Yeah. No, Tonewood Experts.
What were they before?
GWE. Now they're TWE. Right?
Yes.
You've hosed me up.
I did.
Tonewood Experts, guitar. Dan and Calvin. How did I not remember Dan's name? Anyway, so all of our wood for the TTG Challenger Deluxes comes from Tonewood Experts. You should get your wood from Tonewood Experts too. They will not let you down. Tell them Matt and Chris sent you. And if you use code TXTX TEXASTOAST15 at checkout. You get 15% off. How about that? You know who doesn't sell guitars when they get them, Chris?
Bitterroot Guitars.
John and Cheryl at Bitterroot Guitars, because John, I just got the check. John, yesterday actually, John bought a recession special from us.
Cool.
And you know, John's a guitar builder, so that's actually was a really neat thing for me for him to do that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We have one more of those guitars. Do you guys think we should do another run of recession specials? Do you think we should do another run of recession specials?
I'm ambivalent towards it. If people want them, then yes, we should build more.
You know what I think we should do if we do another run of recession specials?
What?
We should load them with pickups from Dylan McCurchie at Dylan Pickups and Dylan Talks Tone. He's the scooper of stories. He got that story before Phil McKnight, before the Tone King. He's a hard-hitting journalist who was on Johnny on the spot. They're changing it to Dylan on the spot. And I think that if you guys want pickups made by a guy who is in the industry, moving and shaking, making moves, Dylan at Dylan Talks Tone, link in the description below. You can get them for 15%, or it's not 15%, but you get them at a little bit of a discount. We get a little taste, and you get some awesome pickups made by the guy.
Yep. Okay.
And I urge you to stick around and check out his show coming up in just a few minutes. We need to get ready to wrap this up, Chris. Steve at Maximum Guitar Works. I was at Steve's shop this week doing a bunch of resawing.
Was that Monday?
Monday or Tuesday?
I think it was, yeah.
And was it Monday or Tuesday, Brandon? I think it was Monday. Yeah, because you didn't. Yeah, were you here? Yeah, you were here. So I was there. I drove clear out to Elizabeth and was doing resawing and talking with Steve. We got a bunch of new irons in the fire. Steve's got a bunch of new templates, bunch of good stuff. He's got a Jackson Dinky style that is really cool with Floyd Rose, I believe, equipped template set. So I am looking forward to seeing Steve again. You know who else we forgot to mention is Nigel Forstner.
I think it's Forstner.
Nigel Forstner, just like the Bits,
exactly.
In Queensland, Australia, who we are helping him promote his ebook. And a bunch of you guys have bought it. Thank you for doing that. I think it's his ebook is how to make money in woodworking, not just specific to guitar building. And there's a lot of really valuable stuff in there. Link in the description below. You can click on that and buy it. And I really enjoyed it. I actually read it on an airplane, and I enjoyed it. So, and you should enjoy it too, Chris. Maybe I'll let you read it. Maybe. I don't know.
Send me the link.
Yeah. So Nigel's a cool guy. He made our hemispherical fret end kind of automatic file for the drill press. Yeah. And Brandon, you are the second most skilled, the second most experienced person using Nigel's hemispherical fret end thing. How do you like it?
I thought it was going to be a little overwhelming, but it's pretty simple.
Do you so everybody, do you think that people could do it when they came out to a workshop?
I really think anybody could pick it up. It's time consuming and meticulous. You want to you notice when it's not perfect, so you want to spend a little time on it, but anybody is capable.
Okay. All right, cool. Excellent. I love the thing. And the hemispherical fret ends, we've got 2 more maple necks that are going on. I guess there's going to be a left-handed recession special. I can see it right over there. And so we're going to need some Dylan pickups. Maybe we do another run. What do you think, Chris?
Sure.
All right. We've got a few more minutes. We've thanked all of our sponsors, not all of them, because we haven't said hello to Chris and Dina from Odyssey Beer Works. Odyssey Beer Works. Chris is like all in on making a new beer.
Yep.
What do you think it should be?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm good with so many different things that, whatever they make is going to be cool. So last time we beat ourselves up. Yeah. And, ended up with something good. But I
think it was great. Here's what I can guarantee you. We're not just going to throw whatever beer in a can and put a cool label. We're gonna make something really neat. That's a special run exclusive to us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that'd be really super awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So have we thanked all of the sponsors?
I think so. I need to come with a list.
We have a list.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's look at the list real fast here and see. So we talked about Flipside Music, Maximum Guitar Works, NK Forster, Dylan Talks Tone, Tonewood Experts, Bitterroot Guitars,
wrong.
Odyssey Beer Works, and let's thank Hipshot Products because they're not a sponsor of the channel as much as they are a sponsor of Texas Toast Guitars. They kind of let us in on some special pricing. That's one of the reasons that we're able to offer things like the recession special for the price that we're able to offer it for, because Hipshot Products helps us out. So, guys, if you want to sign up for the neck through class, it's already available on the website. You want to sign up for the carved top class, already up on the website. You want to sign up for the Build Your Ultimate Guitar with Dylan McCurchie from Dylan Talks Tone and the guys at Texas Toast this September on the website. Get in here and
next month.
It's gonna be cool. You can build the Batfish, you can build a Tele, you can build whatever you want. We load you up with a buttload of Gucci parts,
and you leave here with a really, really cool guitar.
You wind your own pickups.
Yep.
You get to paint your own guitar. Yeah, you get to basically do whatever you want. It's
Christmas
really
party.
Cool.
You can show it off.
Yeah, you can.
To all your friends.
Yep. You have to come back.
You built that? No way you built that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. When your wife. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. When your wife has like a dinner party, you can go check out what I just did.
So what have you been up to? Well, put this together.
Yep.
Yeah. No way.
People will be like, "What do you mean you made it?" You'll be like, "I mean, I made it." So yeah. Okay. So gang, all the classes are up. We are
we're done.
Vinny's World said, kind of made it. Remember to send me the invoice. So that's Vinny for the shipping for his recession special. We will do that, sir. So guys, I want you to check out Dylan Talks. So we're already late. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for a cool reveal with Mike from Evil Burrito. Have a great night, everybody.